sides of the story coming up. And hundreds of Idaho State Police is now investigating a Treasure Valley property management owner after receiving several complaints. Many of those complaints are from his clients saying he owes them money. Morgan Boyson joins us live with both sides of the story. Morgan.
Behind me is one of the homes that Brandon Curtis managed for a property owner here in Boise. Curtis no longer manages this property, though, due to claims that he was withholding rent. Claims that he says are false.
Well, I don't know where the money's going, but I know where it's not going.
Property owners like Scott Amos say the management company they hired collected rent from tenants, but didn't give them that money.
It's a little disgusting, discouraging. You know, we put our heart and soul into fixing these houses up.
But the property manager, Brandon Curtis, says those claims are absolutely untrue.
We keep copies of everything. We don't withhold rents from our owners.
Amos was a client of Liberty Property Management, the company that Curtis currently owns.
He was late, 2 months late in paying me rent, and he finally wrote me a check. The check bounced. He told me that the check had cleared his bank. He said that I was lying.
He says Curtis was also upcharging him on commission throughout his entire contract, which Curtis says was an accounting mistake that they made up for.
I just started doing some background searching on the guy, and I found over 40 other individuals who were in the same situation as myself.
Amos says he started receiving threats from Curtis around then, so he decided to cancel his accounts.
He appears to be taking money which doesn't belong to him.
He and several of Curtis's other clients, along with some former tenants, met with the Attorney General's office in April to file complaints, claiming Curtis owes them thousands of dollars.
We've had some things that have come about because people are wanting to revisit old things, previous clients, but a lot of stuff had already been handled and closed.
Clients also say Curtis kept tenants' payments and deposits after they canceled their contracts with him.
Well, that's just false. That is absolutely false.
So you've never demanded rent from somebody from a property that you no longer manage?
No, that was outside of our management agreement period, no.
Curtis says the property management reserves the right to withhold final funds for an extra 30 days to make sure there's no outstanding bills.
Allegations of fraud and embezzlement and all these things are absolutely false. They are not true, and they're not going to find anything happening.
If they can prove all the allegations, there's no reason that he shouldn't be in jail.
Along with the ISP investigation, Curtis is also facing legal action from Martinique Properties in Meridian. And according to this document, he had a civil case filed against him back in 2013 from another property owner. Now, Jamie, Brandon Curtis is also the president of the group 3% of Idaho.
Thank you, Morgan, for that live report. A rollover crash involving